Knicks cave rivals roast like prime toast. Brunson with the handles breaking Fortnites. Dagger shots serenade the New York Knicks. Charles Anthony towering beast.
All right, y'all. We had a little technical difficulties coming on there.
Smash through the snow.
Started a little wrong. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Had a little technical difficulties going on there, but we back. Welcome back to the Knicks Cave. I'm Jan, the Knicks fan, your host, and let's get right into it. But before we do, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave a comment. You want to know when the next video going to drop? Hit the notification bell. All right, y'all. Let's get into it. Y'all already know what's going on. Y'all been hearing it all last night, all day. Going to work, walking down the block, got the city buzzing, talking about the New York Knicks. Yeah, they are, sir. The city is definitely buzzing. You know what I'm saying? They didn't think it was possible. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna talk about the score. Then we're gonna talk about can the Knicks sweep or will the Knicks give up that one game? Y'all, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. The Knicks, y'all. Right. Honestly, y'all heard me predict this taking the game in 6. My man Nostalistic said 5. We could sweep this, man. We can sweep this. You think about where the Knicks is at right now. Nobody had us in this position. And honestly, they still doubting us. I don't understand how they doubting us. Let's just run over this score real quick. 91-90. I keep telling y'all to look at the score. The Celtics only averaging 106 points coming into this series, where the Knicks is averaging 108 points. And I said if the Knicks can keep Jason Tatum under 25 points, they got this series. You look at the score, you see Tatum is what? 13 points for the game, 14 rebounds, 5 assists. Brunson had an off night. If you think about it, these first 2 games, Brunson been off. And we all waiting for him to have that 40-point game. You know what I'm saying? He been getting his points, but we want to see him do the things we used to see him doing. He been having his off game. The team been pulling together. We starting to see the team play like they was playing when Brunson was out. A lot of people are starting to come around with the Mikal Bridges. Still upset about them 5 picks, but the 5 picks is what can you say? You got to leave them 5 picks out of the conversation. It's done. It's done. But right now, the New York Knicks is sitting high on the horse, high and pretty. Look at that fourth quarter points. And this is where I don't know if y'all been watching me and hearing me talk about the Celtics and the Cavs, because I want to get to watching that game later on after this video. I kept saying that everybody keep putting these teams, they got it all, but for some reason I knew that the Knicks was going to be there. I've been saying this is the championship team right now. What I'm perplexed about is how that we still not the favorite in this series. Because I've been saying all series that the Knicks is definitely a championship caliber team. You've been watching me. Y'all heard me get down on Tibbs talking about the minutes, killing our team with minutes. Yeah, I'm part of that minute police brigade. But as I watched these 2 games, I noticed that the minutes that he's been playing this team is paying off, especially in the fourth quarter, when it's crucial, when there's fatigue going on, and the other players is mine is tired, they're tired. The Knicks, they're used to this. They built for this. Right now, I see the New York Knicks going to the Eastern Conference Final. And I don't understand how, if you look at with DraftKings and all these other people talking, still have Boston as a favorite. Game 1, we was a 98% chance of the Knicks winning this series. I mean, Boston winning this series. Game 2, still 99. They're still talking about Boston can come back. Now, as I said, the Knicks can sweep them. We go home. We get 1 game. That first game. The second game, I think the Celtics is going to crumble. Actually, I've been predicting this game, this series in 6. And it's throwing me off right now. You know what I'm saying? It's throwing me off. But I still think Boston got a win in them. I don't know if they're going to win both games, but the way people talking, I don't understand because Boston came back, hit us with everything. In my opinion, hit us with everything they had. People complained about them shooting the three ball, which is we know that's what they known for. So they took it to the hole. Tatum, Brown, White, Holiday. Holiday was the most productive player, honestly, to me. He was the most productive player on the Boston Celtics team. He kept Brunson to limited in points, but Brunson is Mr. Clutch. We're gonna get into Brunson, but the hero of this game, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges coming up big, almost on the same exact play. Who would have thought? I'm excited, man. All I know is the city's buzzing right now. The Knicks is about to do something that nobody thought was possible. But if you look at the Celtics, this is something I want to bring up. All right. Before the Celtics won the championship last year, there was a lot of talk about them breaking that combination up of Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown. They was productive, but they just couldn't get it done. There was a lot of talk about that. You know what I'm saying? And in my opinion, I still see them. Yes, they had a great year last year. You know what I'm saying? Made history, but I still see them as them two players that everybody talked about just almost 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing clutch about them guys. They're great in the open court. Yes, they're good basketball players. They can get to the rim, but I can't say they're not champions, but they won a championship already. But the thing about it is that the New York Knicks is built for this team. And not only this team, they built for a championship. So when people talk about the five picks, they gotta remember that we was going for a championship. And when we win this series, which I predicted, and not only when the season, when the playoffs started from the beginning of the season, I kept saying the Knicks is going to the Eastern Conference Final. You can go back, watch my videos, you'll see me here, and it's just not. It just wasn't, in my opinion, just a Nick fan blowing his mouth, running his mouth. You know what I'm saying? I seen it, even though I complained about the coach. Um, I got to eat some of my words, and I'm a man. I'm a man, so I have to eat some of my words. He's doing a hell of a job right now, especially with the way when they do the hack. It's kind of comical if you think about it because they tried it at least with the Piston game. They waited till it was close to the game was almost over, and they was already in foul trouble. But they was doing it earlier in the game when they had the lead. I don't understand that. I didn't understand that strategy right there from Missoula. But I'm a Knicks fan. Hey, it works. I would like to. I would like to see Hooker Porty get some minutes. I'm not gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? That we can have a big man that can hit a couple of free throws. If they're gonna start fouling our bigs, then put Hooker Porty out there and Kushimon. But right now, like I said, I cannot question Tom Thibodeau because everything he's doing right now, hey, it's working. You know what I'm saying? Everything Tibbs is doing right now is working. So all I can do is sit back, enjoy the game like the rest of y'all, and just hope that we can make the NBA Finals. Because if we get to the NBA Finals, I know the Thunder just came out and blew out the Nuggets, but I don't know if the Thunder gonna be there. Now, if the Thunder don't make it, and even if the Thunder make it, I think the Knicks is out to prove something for all the teams that the Knicks didn't beat, that everybody talked about can't beat the top teams in the NBA. Things is turning around in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Now, that will be a matchup, you know what I'm saying? The Knicks and the Thunder in the NBA Finals that I know a lot of people will want to see. But I'm gonna be real. I don't think the Thunder's gonna make the finals. Uh Minnesota, Golden State, if they pass the Nuggets, I think one of them teams is gonna be a hard run for. I know Thunder looking good right now, but we'll see how they come out in game three, Nuggets that is, and see what happens also. But getting back to the Knicks and the Boston Celtics, this series should be over. Uh, I said six, but five. I'm giving Boston one game, and the way the Knicks been playing, like going to other people's house, and they road warriors. You know what I'm saying? I think the Boston Celtics might get a win in the Garden. The Knicks come up as the game one in the Garden or game two. They might get that win. But if the Knicks take that first game, I might be leaning more towards a sweep because the pressure, not only the pressure, it's just going to be, and the ancientness just gotten to. They're gonna have to force everything. They're gonna need the game, and we all know the history. Once you down three, I can't even say 3-1, 3-1, but 3-0. Usually teams fall apart. And if you look at these last two quarters where the Knicks and the Celtics, you look at their points and what they did, averaging. Well, I'm gonna say more Tatum. Like, right, you see what Tatum doing right here in the fourth quarter to compare him because everybody's talking about coming into the series who was the better player, Jason Tatum or Jalen Brunson. But you look at Brunson's minutes in the fourth quarter, excuse me. And that game one, he played 7 minutes and 53 seconds. He shot 60%, even though he had bad games. That's what I'm saying. The Knicks can sweep this series because Brunson have been playing up par. Towns have been restricted with fouls on the referee. So I'm hoping when he get home, they give him a chance to play, get down in the paint, get rough without calling fouls on him. Back to Brunson. He shot 100% in the first game from downtown in the fourth quarter. He went 3 for 3 with downtown. In game two, he shot from the field. But he played 6 minutes and 33 seconds in the fourth quarter. In game two, he shot 50% from the field, going 3 for 6. And from downtown, he shot 25%, only hitting one shot out of 4. So we look at Tatum in the fourth quarter. That game one, he played 9 minutes and 26 minutes. He didn't make a basket from the field. He shot 0 for 7 from the field, 0 for 5 from downtown. And game two, pardon me for a second, he shot 20% from the field, 1 for 5, and 0 for 2 from downtown. I don't think he's going to have a bounce back game, and there could be something wrong with that wrist. I'm going to be real, could be something wrong with that wrist, and I don't think Brown can carry him, not the way the Knicks is playing. If I was a betting man, I would say this is over in 5. You know what I'm saying? And just because the Celtics have a habit of, they're a good team. They're not a slouch. We see where they at. They won 61 games this season. So they got at least one game in them. You know what I'm saying? But I don't understand how people still having them the favorite to win this series. That's the part I don't understand. How are they the favorite to win this series? Down 2 games or going into the opposing team home, and they still the favorite to win this series. If you look at the Knicks, like I said, coming into this series, Boston against the Orlando Magic's averaged 106 points. The Knicks averaged 108 against Detroit Pistons. I seen them outscoring them. The only thing I was worried about was, if y'all see the way that Tatum came down that dunk, maybe they're gonna try some more plays like that. But right now, the Knicks are the better team in the series. I know the thing about it, we keep going down 20 points. I don't know if we can keep coming back, but I don't think we're going to put ourselves in that position in the next 2 or 3 games. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully the next 2 games and it's over. We can sit back, relax, and see who victorious out of that Indiana and Cleveland game. But right now, the New York Knicks is doing anything. They at where nobody thought they would be. You're still watching the talk shows. You're still having them talk about Boston can make the run. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. Do y'all think Boston have any chance of coming back? Do you think the Knicks going to come back and make a drop 2 eggs in the Garden? Nah, Jalen Brunson have yet to play his best game in this series. Karl Anthony Towns have yet to play his best game. We seen Sir Anunoby, have sparks. Mikal Bridges have yet to have his best game in this series. And if you think about one thing that's a plus is that McBride is starting to come alive. Or it's going to be paying to hit a couple of baskets or be in the game longer than 4 minutes. the Knicks can really end this game in the Garden. Because Brunson could come out and have a crazy first quarter. If Brunson could come out and have one of them 15, 16 quarters, we hold the defense on Boston. They're going to be rattled. I don't see how they can. I don't see how they can win Game 3 in the Garden if Brunson come out and have a good game. Carl Anthony Towns come out and have a good game. The referees let Carl Anthony Towns play. Everybody talk about Carl Anthony Towns not stepping up. I see it different. I see a man frustrated trying to get to the basket, getting hit, grabbed, whatever you want to call it. And when he tried to be physical, he get called for the foul. But one thing I know that's going to be possible, right? I know is that the Knicks is not going to give up 2 games at home. So I don't care what you hear on the talk shows about Celtics still having a possible chance of coming back and winning the series. It is over. It is over. All right. Tell me what y'all think. Let me know if y'all think the Celtics is going to make a run. Do y'all think the Knicks is going to sweep them, or the Knicks is going to give up 1 game at home, come back and win this game in Boston? Would y'all rather the Knicks win this game in the Garden or Boston? Which would be the sweetest victory for y'all? A home victory or a road victory? Being that is Boston. I'm gonna be real with you. As much as I want the Knicks to win this series, take it in 4. If we can't win it in 4, I want it in 5. You know what I'm saying? And the reason I want it in 5 because I would love for it to be in Boston. It would be no better ending than the Knicks ending the Boston Celtics season in Boston. The way the league, their fans, I mean, especially the disrespect the fans have stolen Brunson. I know a lot of y'all seen the viral video of the girl talking about F Brunson. I know y'all seen that video clip. But if we was to end the game in Boston, I know everybody wanted to be over and in 4 games because that would be fitting too. I thought about that as well. Everybody talk about how the Knicks didn't beat this team the whole season 4-0, and that's why they're the favorite. Right now, the Knicks is up 2-0. Now, what if the Knicks come out 4-0? Now that's the 4-0 that would matter. What up? What up? Just need 2 wins, Game 3. Don't play with your food. Win it in 4. Yo, just Knicks, I feel you, but I think Boston got 1 game in them. They got 1 game in them. And if not, you're right. It's over in 4. But if Brunson could come out tomorrow, Saturday, then again, I don't like to compare these Knicks to the Knicks of old. We all think about how the Knicks play in the afternoon. This is a different team, different players. I just think when Brunson come out, have a game that we used to him having in the first quarter, second quarter, doing his thing, that this series is over. I don't think Boston will be able to respond. I think Tatum is hurt. Porzingis. Porzingis haven't played much, and that could be a different make it in this series. But I don't know. I think the Knicks got the number, and it's time that everybody recognizes that the Knicks won 51 games. They're not a bum team. They writing us off. I know what the season looked like. I know who we didn't beat. I know. I know the excuse me. I know what everybody was saying. But I kept saying all along that when you get into a playoff, everything start over. Everything is new. Boston is finding out. You know what I'm saying? They going in the locker room. I know they thinking like, yo, we have them 20 points. Something that never been done in the history. Well, since 1998. This is not your grandfather Knicks. I'm being honest with you. This is not your grandfather Knicks. We got the best finisher in the game since Michael Jordan. Let's be real. LeBron. If the Knicks win the championship, I don't see how Jalen Brunson don't become the face of the NBA. I don't see how they don't move him into super. I don't see how I ain't gonna say he's as nice as Steph Curry, but I don't see how they don't elevate him to that status. If the Knicks win the championship, And it looked like we might be meeting Indiana Pacers, our nemesis. You know what I'm saying? I know that game should be on or coming on right now, so I know I'm be getting off. So I want to see that because another like all the top teams losing at home. I mean, the Nuggets came out. The Nuggets came out and avenged their loss. But I don't know. I don't think they're gonna make it to the finals. And if Nuggets don't make it, even though I would love to see the Nuggets dead, I would love to see the Knicks beat the Nuggets in the finals. Anybody else, I'm not worried about. If the Knicks get to the finals, I'm not worried about Golden State. We owe them a butt whooping. Jalen has to hit more threes at the Garden. Jalen got to step up, man. He got to step up. You know what I'm saying? And he's due for that game. That's why I'm saying the Knicks have yet to play their best basketball. And what kills me is when people say the Celtics haven't played their best basketball. How they haven't played their best basketball if they taking 20-point leads? It's not our fault that they collapsing in the fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? Like, we beat the Celtics, we can beat anybody. But come on, we'll be nervous with that Thunder series. If the Thunder get there, we'll be nervous in that Thunder series. But what would be even fitting? I mean, even a better outcome for the NBA, if you ask me, would be if the Timberwolves was to make it to the finals, and we be going up against Julius Randle, and Cat be going up against his old team. Oh, you know the NBA would have a field day with that. You know what I'm saying? And the Knicks still got a lot of Julius Randle fans. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm one of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them. Before the trade was made, now hear me out. Before they traded him for Cat, I was one of them guys that was like, I don't see who we going to get for Julius Randle in return. Because I was not expecting New York the Knicks to go out and bring in Karl Anthony Towns. So I was one of them Julius Randle faithful. Like, okay, I had put the middle finger up behind me. You think OG's better than Randle? You know what? If you think about it defensively and see this, I ain't gonna say offensively. Well, if OG can get the green light like Randle have gotten, who knows? Denver doesn't have a shot blocker. Yeah, and Thunder got our old boy, and he got homegrown. So I don't know, man. I still don't think the Thunder gonna make it to the finals. You know what I'm saying? Because even if Thunder beat Denver, I think the Wolves is gonna beat Golden State. We're gonna see if there's no timetable for Steph to come back. So we're gonna see if Steph come back. And I know they took that game without him leaving. So Edwards going to step up. I know what I'm saying. Edwards played a poor game in that second game. So I know Edwards is going to step up. I think they're going to win game 3. So the Wolves is going to be. It might be the Wolves and the Thunder, and that's going to be a nice series right there. You know what I'm saying? But again, if the Knicks win this, go to the NBA Finals, and we meet the Wolves, that's a good narrative for the NBA right now. That would be a real money maker. I can see the advertisement. I can see the commercials. Speaking of commercials, one of my favorite commercials is that Dante commercial, and you got the Bridges and Hart and Jason. I mean Jalen all standing there. I think they give them that was a slick commercial. All around defense and offense. I hear you, man. I hear you. You right. You right. You right. You right. But I was a big Randall supporter, so I don't know, man. But the Knicks is definitely going to handle business. I know I predicted it in 7. I mean 6. Excuse me, in 6. My man, Nostomistic Nick, he's not in here tonight. He said 5. Everybody, like, just Knicks saying eat the food. It could be 4 games. It could be 4 games. If the Knicks was to sweep the Celtics, woo. That's why I'm giving the Celtics 1 game. I'm gonna be real. I'm giving them 1 game in the Garden because I'm gonna be real with you. A lot of people like to say the NBA is fixed, and sometimes I have to agree with them. But if the Knicks can overcome the referees, which we have been doing, You know what I'm saying? Coming back for 20 points. I don't understand how they say the Celtics not playing their best basketball, but that's a different story. But if the Knicks can overcome, get game one back at their Garden, I don't really see how the Celtics can win the game four. So it might be a sweep. It all depends on game one at the Garden. Well, you can say game three when we get back there. But it all depends on that game. If we come out, even so far, the closest margin been 3 points. Nobody really, I ain't gonna say broke the game open, because the Celtics have broken the game open and the Knicks came back. You know what I'm saying? The Celtics collapsed. It's a must. It's a must, but we got to see how our guys come out and do their thing. It's a must, but we got to see how they do their thing. Brunson got to come out and get busy. Will they start Porzingis? You know what I'm saying? How much of a factor will Porzingis be? We're going to have to see, man. I know nobody thought the Knicks in this position right now. You see the probability of game one. You know what I'm saying? You see game two. The chances of them losing both games according to ESPN analytics. And where we at. So, you know what, Justin Knicks? You right, man. Because the Knicks is doing everything that nobody giving them credit or giving them a chance to do. They're just doing it. So if Brunson come out and if the Knicks come out and have one of them games, because they are due for one of them games against the Celtics. The Celtics blew us out. Had been beating us by an average of 16 points. We're not even going to talk about opening night. They hit 29 threes on us. You know what I'm saying? If the Knicks come out and put a game together that's, I ain't going to say perfect, but Brunson come out, drop 20 points in the first half. Karl Anthony Towns can put a 15, 16 points in the first half. Anunoby 2 blocks, maybe some steals, and add another 11 points. Mikal Bridges get going. Josh Hart going to do Josh Hart. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about points with Josh Hart, because you know you're going to get rebounds. You might get a steal. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get a putback. You're going to get a hard drive. I don't understand how we still are not the favorite. I don't see how the hate is there still for the New York Knicks. I'm telling you right now, y'all, we going to the NBA Finals, because whoever we meet in the Eastern Conference Final, we beaten. It don't make a difference. For all the complaining that I did, or a lot of people did about the minutes that Tibbs overplay our starters, is the reason why we where we at. Why we win them games in the tight spots. It's because we are mentally and physically prepared for these minutes, for these moments. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. The Knicks is about to do it. I'm telling y'all right now, the Knicks is definitely about to do it. And with that being said, I want everybody to have a good night. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever you got to do. If you're married, your wife wants to do the chores, do everything before 3:30, so she won't have no excuse to have you at the store when the game about to come on. All right, with that being said, everybody stay safe, stay healthy. God bless, and peace.